Hello, writers. Happy Monday. Welcome to your Monday Morning Jumpstart. And another super special guest joining us this week, Ilise Benun. Hi, Ilise.
Hello, Jade. It's so good to be here with you.
Oh, it's such a delight. If anybody, for some crazy reason, doesn't know who Ilise is, she's a business expert for creative professionals, which I love that title, Ilise. Ilise has tons of products with AWAI that help people really get started. She slows it down, gives some real advice, a lot of work on LinkedIn and client prospecting. And beyond AWAI world, she also has 7 books. She's a national speaker, obviously a teacher, and a podcast host now, so everything.
I do all the things, Jade, but I've been doing it for 35 years. So it sometimes takes that long to build it up, right?
Yes, I like that you did discern that. But no, it's fantastic. So at least the topic today, which I feel like to many, especially when they're beginning, feels like this unattainable goal thing, feeling, whatever we want to call it, and that is confidence. So do you want to first talk about what confidence is exactly?
Yeah. First, I want to say that no one is born with confidence.
Yes.
And people who feel like they don't have it sometimes look out at other people who seem like they do have it, and I'm included there, and think, oh, well, I just must not have been born with that thing that they were born with.
I'm an introvert, right? So I don't have it.
Exactly. I'm an
Yes.
introvert. Or I'm shy or whatever. I'm not good at talking to people. I never know what to say. Like, these are all the things and the stories, truthfully, that people tell themselves.
Yes.
And the more you tell yourself that story, the more, of course, it's going to be true, a self-fulfilling prophecy. So you weren't born, nobody was born with confidence, but I do think that you can be trained and taught to be confident and to educate yourself to build that confidence. But in my mind, it's actually the byproduct of a lot of different things. And so I think people have confidence backwards. They think I've got to be confident or feel confident before I do X, Y, or Z. But truthfully, it's the doing of X, Y, and Z that gives you whatever that feeling is that we're going to call confidence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like if you've never written, then you feel like you don't have the confidence to write. You write, you practice, you get work reviewed, you get work looked at, and then you gain some confidence. So yes, I like that. It's a byproduct, not what you enter into something with.
Exactly.
I also do feel like that hopefully is a deep breath for everybody, or like a relief breath, right? Like, oh, okay, I can work towards it. I don't have to have it. I don't have to have it to start with, which is, I think, huge. Okay, but you also believe that there's more than one type of confidence, right? So what do you think are types of confidence?
So I'm thinking actually that there's a confidence that is rooted in your past and rooted in experience. And sometimes when I work with people, I call them experienced newbies, because a lot of people who are coming into copywriting as a new copywriter have a lifetime of experience doing other things that they were very confident about because they got good and they developed competence. So this one kind of confidence that most people are talking about is rooted in competence doing something, which implies that if you don't have that competence, then you can't be confident. But I propose, this is a new idea I have, that there's another kind of confidence also. And so we might say that this one I've already mentioned is kind of a tight confidence, and the new one is a loose confidence, because this one is kind of rooted in your authenticity, right? It's rooted in your capacity to do what I call enjoy surprises, be in the moment. And it sometimes has this flavor of who cares what happens, right? I'm going to make a mistake and it's not really a big deal. And you just know with this confidence that whatever you do, it'll be just fine. You're not going to be a drama queen about it, right? It'll be just fine. And you're not alone because you've got a brain. We all have a brain. We're not special, right? I'm not special because of my brain. You're not special because of your brain. We all have our brain. Some people use them better than other people. And so this feeling, I think there's a feeling of loneliness that goes along with this lack of confidence. And so if you remember that you have a brain that you can use, and no matter what you do, it'll be just fine. You're going to be just fine. And little by little, you'll develop this other confidence through competence. Does that make sense?
I think it's like a detaching from the result,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're doing it, you're enjoying it, and so you're in it. And oh, whoopsie, sorry, I'm knocking down my glass. And so yeah, and I think that there's almost like a relaxed ease to that, which I
Yes.
really like. And I also think beyond confidence, that's just like a better way to live and enjoy life, right?
Yeah.
Like, and to go back to your first one as well, I also want to say, I feel like that idea also, some people are way better than others in giving themselves credit for things that they have accomplished or done, right? Like, I managed to hold down 3 jobs, I managed to manage a team, and I managed to do all these things which are wonderful, but you are also wonderful at acknowledging it. So that gives you that confidence, where a lot of other people look to the opposite and say, I've never started a business.
Right.
I've never written. I've never, like, all the things that they did not ever do. Right. And I think you can start at the first, and I think you need both, not just one or the other. Right. Like, start at the first, kind of like pat on the back. What have I been able to accomplish? What new things have I done in life, whether they're career based or wise or not. Right. And then, like, give yourself a bit of like a boost with that. And then, yes, for sure, I can't imagine how much better everybody's life would be, right, if we could detach from it all, right, and just enjoy, be in the moment, not worry about the end goal. Like, we see so many people coming in and worrying about how they're going to make the 6 figures, and you haven't made $6 yet.
Right.
So yeah, I love that, Ilise. And I think it's also that second one also ties in, which is actually where I thought you were originally going, with just being like, so you encounter these people every now and again, and there's varying degrees in everyone, but when you're so authentic and confident in yourself and who you are, that you are able to be like, well, if this doesn't work, then this was not the thing for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I learned something. It was an adventure. It was great. I maybe met some great people. I learned some great lessons. I have a new conversation starter about this thing I tried, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and then it didn't work, or it goes the other way, and you have a great story about how it worked. But yeah, I think worrying about failure before it even starts kills your confidence before you can even get confidence.
Yeah, I mean, I like to say we focus on what we have, not on what we don't have, or we focus, as you're saying, on what we've done rather than what we haven't done. I think that's definitely better. And to tie it back to this idea of authenticity, actually, in a podcast that I was listening to where Ezra Klein was interviewing Tom Hanks, he said something just as a throwaway line that I loved so much. He basically said, and I wrote it down, that authenticity is a shared moment rather than a performed moment. And so what that means to me, tying it to confidence, is that as a confident person, you basically trust yourself to just be you and to share like this moment with each other rather than, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what am I going to say? Am I going to say the wrong thing? Right? That's about performing the moment,
Yes.
right? And focusing on your image and what they think of me. No, I know I am always doing my best, no matter what I'm doing. And that's really the thing I care about the most. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but it's not a big deal.
Yeah, yeah. And for that last part of what you just said, Elise, like that, I think everybody wants to be liked by everybody, right? And you talk about it, that's a lot, I feel like, when it comes to client getting, like, not every client is for everyone.
No.
So you've got to be so authentically yourself so that you match up with the correct one, or you're going to be in that performance lifestyle instead of that shared moment, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're just going to be however you attracted them or whatever you did to make them like you all the time. And It sounds exhausting.
Yeah, and you can't control it. And so if you are you, and maybe you're just figuring out who the new you is, because when you do something new, you learn new things about yourself and you say, wow, I can really do this. I guess I can do this. Then it attracts. It does literally attract the right people, and it repels the wrong people. And we really do want to repel the wrong people.
Yes. When you focus on what you want, what you don't want falls away. Yes,
Yeah.
I so agree. Okay, Ilise, so let's think of maybe a little bit of advice or homework or takeaway that people can think about for the next week about these different forms of confidence and authenticity. And so what would you implore people to do for like some self-discovery to find these?
Actually, I'm going to respond to that with a quote that I found, which I think
Oh,
is kind of perfect,
okay.
from Pema Chodron. She said, the root of true confidence grows from our ability to be in unconditional friendship with ourselves, to train in gentleness, and to trust in our natural intelligence, that's the brain, to navigate life. So my takeaway for everyone to work on is just try to be the best possible friend to yourself that you can.
Oh, I love that. And I love Pima. That's amazing.
Mhm.
Okay. So next we're going to talk about whether you even need confidence at all. And so we'll continue this theme, but thank you, Ilise. This has been so wonderful.
Awesome. You're welcome, Jade. Can't wait for number
Bye.
2.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.